Hi and welcome to this week Astrology Update. I'm not in my studio. I'm here in Old Forge, Pennsylvania in a one-of-a-kind experience at the Black Earth Magical Cafe studying alchemy, one of the Hermetic sciences along astrology and Kabbalah, and Egyptian magic where it all started, and how appropriate for the astrology of the week. But first, what's alchemy? Alchemy is the marriage of astrology and early chemistry, the cosmos and the lab, as above, so below, and is the mother of modern chemistry and thus pharmacology, but pharma lost the soul. Alchemy breaks the botanical or the element into its three principles of body, mind, spirit: the salt or the body, the sulfur or the soul, and Mercury, the spirit. And it separates them, purifies each of them, and recombine them because the sum of its part is greater than the whole. And alchemy is the original medicine, is Paracelsus medicine, and that's my kind of medicine. But the alchemist had two goals, and one was healing the body, and the other one was making lead into gold, both metaphorically speaking, doing the inner work, what they call the big work, and actually, literally, though they never really accomplished the task. But they were close, though not with lead, and they managed to do so with another element, but the process was more costly to them than the gold itself. Anyway, from health to wealth, that was the work. Now, as we're in Taurus season, Taurus is very physical, it's about our intake and nourishment, so it's about health. But Taurus also rules the second house of resources, is the bull in the farm. So what we produce and the value we get from it, so money. And health and wealth, they're not totally separate, they're related. Statistics show how poverty leads to disease, and 75% of Americans report financial related stress in the last year. And as I record this on the 5th, in the sky we have Mercury, the merchant planet in Taurus, in a 10 square with Pluto, the planet of wealth, in Aquarius, the sign of the collective. And we're all feeling the intensity of the world situation and how it affects us directly in our daily lives, affecting anywhere from food supply chains to the economy, and in some cases even the availability of drugs. But Mercury, aka the messenger, in alchemy is the spirit, is the essence and intelligence of matter. And as Mercury is pushing up against Pluto, the great alchemist, the planet of transmutation, which is transformation plus mutation, so growth and change, we are challenged to transform and grow. In health terms, Pluto brings up self-limiting beliefs, unconscious patterns, stress, habits that run deep and they're unconscious, so it's very intense. And Pluto goes retrograde, coming back a second pass at whatever needs to be pruned and weeded away to facilitate growth and to be streamlined. But Pluto never breaks down what is in alignment. So, in alchemical terms, this is the purification stage. You don't skip it because that's where the medicine gets made. And by the end of the week, on the 8th, the Sun is in a semi-square with Neptune, the planet of the big dreams, where we envision that which we want, and is a day to leap out of our comfort zone and recognize our resources, recognize our talents, our connections that are already available, use them to create more opportunities to put the obstacle in your path behind you. Now, if you keep visualizing without acting, nothing really shifts and it becomes a castle in the air. And that's the secret of the secret. There's a common misunderstanding that manifestation is what happens without work, and the opposite is true. Because why would the universe invest or conspire on your behalf if you don't invest in yourself first, in your own dreams? I always tell my patients, can you imagine Apple without Steve Jobs? His last name is Jobs, for God's sake. And when you align yourself with your mission, manifestation is like a side effect. If this resonates with you, subscribe for weekly updates. And if you want to know where this will play out for you based on your sun sign, moon, and rising, sign up for my weekly horoscopes and predictions to virginiakelly.com/astrology. The link is below. Thank you and namaste.